Hello, I come to y'all with a little bit of a different setup for today. It's currently 3 a.m. I've been fighting demons for the past couple hours. As you can see behind me is my unmaking. The Lord has bestowed upon me a sickness, an illness, of which I don't enjoy, that of which I don't think anyone enjoys. And unfortunately, I've kind of developed over the past couple weeks, months so far since I've come back for this school semester. I have absolutely no clue why or how it happened. I have been receiving progressively just worse experiences when it comes to sleeping. You know, at first it was once a week I would lay down in bed and it would take me, till 1, 2, 3 a.m. to fall asleep. This eventually developed into twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and now it's 5 times a week. And then oftentimes stretching into just every day of the week. Some weeks is just like that. And so this seems to pair really well with my scratchy throat, my frequent coughs, my mucus, my general unwell feeling. And despite how tired I am whenever it comes time to go to bed and how much my body is screaming for me to go to sleep, it just doesn't happen. So I've decided that my best course of action right now would be to turn all of the lights on my room and blast LEDs straight into my face. I'm just going to sit here and look directly at the LEDs while I talk about whatever I'm going to talk about. And so I think that'll really do a good job of helping me fall asleep. I mean, thankfully though, I have the ability to change my LED lights to be orange instead of white like I normally have them for my videos. I wonder if the white balance is even going to mess with that. Yeah, I can you can see the massive change in hue. Also, I would like to note I literally just changed the brightness and not the color tone. There we go. Yeah. There's the color, not the brightness. Anyways, that's not what matters right now. What does matter is, oddly enough, for some reason this light looks pink compared to that light back there, but to the untrained eye in real life, they're the same color to me. Being colorblind, but I guess it doesn't matter. That's just a matter of the camera and the way it's shaded. It messes with the colors. Well, maybe it does matter. Maybe it does matter because before it white balances, these look the same to me in real life. Because I don't know, maybe they might be different colors. And then after it white balances, they're drastically different enough. Yeah, that's the way I'm supposed to move my finger. They're drastically different enough for me to notice. Anyways, we're not really here to talk about anything important or in particular. So if this is your first time coming to my channel, feel free to click off. There's absolutely nothing here for you. I'm gonna be so honest. This video will just be a waste of your time unless you just wanna hang out with me. Unless you just wanna sit here and hang out with me as I struggle to find myself to sleep and take the best course of action to do so. For those of you, it's 3 a.m. So for those of you who watch my channel and actually see what I do and pay attention to what I do and routinely keep up with it, you might notice that as of late I've kind of just started uploading a lot more than normally. I set myself a goal for this month to upload a video a day. That hasn't happened. That just hasn't happened. But I gave myself the caveat, and this is normally what I do whenever I tell myself I'm going to do this thing every single day. If it is something that it's I'm trying to reach a goal of a number of times I have done said thing, and it's a tangible thing that is only kind of controlled by the amount of time I put into it. An example that wouldn't count is if I'm going to say I'm going to do 100 push-ups a day, right? And I skip a day, I'm not going to allow myself to do 200 push-ups and make up for it, because the only reason I'm doing the push-ups is for muscle growth, and that's just not how it works. This example would work for something like I want to read 10 pages of my book a day. I skip a day, okay, I'm reading 20 the next day. Or I want to, I want to make a magic deck, right? I want to build a magic deck once a day. Okay, well, if I miss a day, I can just do 2 of them and I'll make up for the missed day, something like that is what I would use right here where I'm talking about. I set myself a goal to make a YouTube video every single day this month, regardless of how bad it is, to be honest, regardless of how bad it is. And I told myself, yeah, I don't care. You can make 2 videos a day. Just upload 2 videos a day to make up for it if you missed a day. And so, it's kind of been a lot of slop this month, and it's going to continue to be a lot of slop. I'm going to be so honest, it's not going to get any better. I told myself that I'm at a point now where I want to experiment and not care about what I'm doing on YouTube, which is what I'm doing, which is what I'm here to do. I'm really I'm at the point where I genuinely have kind of stopped caring what I'm uploading, and I just want to see what happens if I keep not caring about what I'm uploading, and just not that when I make something I don't care about it, I just throw it out. It's I've stopped caring about any kind of image that I've formulated for myself, and I'm trying to break out of these like molds of like trying to make myself be what I think I should be and kind of just be what I am. And so this month is like an experimental an experimental month of sorts. You know, I've been uploading frequently. I've missed, I think I'm like 4 days short. I may be 5 days short now. Being 12 days in, that really doesn't bode too well. Let me actually count up real quick. Hold on, what am I at? Okay, yeah, I've made 7 videos. Technically, as of today, it's the 12th. Of course, it's 3 a.m. or it's past 3 a.m. now. So, you know, the time has shifted a little bit.
Boom, healthy person jump scare. Yeah, no, that was dead wrong. I actually got a lot more sick. I got a lot more sick after that, to the point where I wasn't editing this video or the other video that I recorded, and I wasn't recording anymore. Hence, like, the bed's unmade. I'm washing the sheets because I'm getting the sick out of this room. I fell really sick, so these numbers are way off. Now, am I going to reach my goals for this month? Probably not. But failure doesn't mean I lost. It just means I'm going to try again the next month. So I'm going to keep pushing. We'll see what happens. But the stuff I'm talking about here, I don't know. At this point, I've fallen very far behind, and this might be a trend that continues on for every other month. Who knows? Don't know, don't care. Y'all get to return back to like almost a week ago when I recorded this now. Bye.
So we'll say technically I'm 4 videos behind by now. This one being what would be the 5th video. It just hasn't been uploaded yet. It hasn't been made yet. That brings my count off. Anyways, one of the things that's really like stopping me, because I told myself, yes, I want to make a video a day, is that I just like, there will be times whenever I sit down, like I think yesterday was one of those days. Or no. Today and yesterday were both one of those days. I sat down, like, okay, it's time to make a video, right? And I sit down and I make, you know, I have a video on deck because I have uploaded a video the past 2 days. But then after I do that one, I sit here and think, you know what? I don't really care to do anything else. I don't really have anything that, you know, that good to talk about. And so I'm just not going to. You know, one of the reasons that I do these like slop videos that I've been doing recently is because these are conversations that I have throughout my daily life as a sort, like where I talk to people about it just like normally. And I was like, okay, let's just turn that into a video, right? That's what these are generally. They're conversations that I've had with other people or that I have internally that I'm like, we're making this a video. We're just going to do something with it. And so kind of 2 things are leading to what I'm about to say. My mind has been repeatedly telling me that you want to play games, you want to play games, you want to play games, while at the same time fighting with me saying you want to get caught up with Genshin, you want to get caught up with Genshin, you want to get caught up with Genshin. Because there is just like an overwhelming amount of content that I need to consume for that game, and it has taken me an insane amount of time to get through it, and it will continue to take me an insane amount of time to get through it. I just realized that it's been about a month of daily playing, almost completely dang daily, of logging on and playing to get through this game, and I have gone through like maybe 1 chapter of the game, maybe, in that time, out of the 4 that I have to get caught up on. And that's 4 chapters excluding all side quests, excluding all side content in the game, excluding any of the map discovery, excluding any map clearing, any like completionist type progress. I log on, I do my dailies, I do the quest, and then I get tired and log off. It is that. It has been that every single time I've logged on to play, with a couple not notable exceptions, if I'm gonna be honest. So I'm continuing to sit here with this daunting feeling that this is actually just gonna be the rest of my career here, is logging on and streaming Genshin. That's not what I want it to be, if I'm gonna be completely honest, despite the fact that I do like the game. I do really like the game, and I am going to 100% it. I tell myself now. So far, every time I've told myself I'm going to complete something on this channel, it hasn't happened, which is really cool. So, you know, that's kind of like the Grim Reaper knocking on the door of Genshin Impact right now, saying that I'm not going to finish. You're going to drop this game before you finish. But I've been telling myself I'm going to 100% this game for like the past 5 years. And so if it happens, it will happen eventually. It will happen eventually. Same way I said I will eventually complete that mod pack that I was playing right before I switched and started playing Clair Obscur, which I unfortunately didn't finish on stream, and then transitioned over to Genshin. That mod pack is still unfinished. Will I come back and finish it? I honestly don't know at this point. I might have to go for round 5 of starting over from the beginning to get through that mod pack. But needless to say, I keep seeing games come out and I keep seeing things happen that it's like, man, I want to play that and I want to make a YouTube video out of it, because, you know, it's like a combination of, I don't have a video I want to do today, but I want to record something and upload it. I don't necessarily want to stream exactly at this moment. I want to put something on my channel. It's a combination of that and like me having the desire to play games outside of Genshin that are less of kind of just sitting back and watching a movie, as Genshin has turned out to be like the majority of the time. It actually just is sit back and watch people talk about stuff for hours on end. Not that that's making me want to stop playing the game. I'm going to be completely transparent. I will be finishing this game. No, it's more of a desire of I want more variety. I've done nothing but play Genshin for months now. I want to touch something else. And so, of course, a lot of my channel starting off was a lot of Minecraft content, right? I want to get back into playing Minecraft again because I still love the game. I've been away from it for several months now. I want to get back into it. I want to play a mod pack. Yeah, I want to play a mod pack. Do I want to continue that mod pack that I was working on finishing before? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not quite sure. Because if I do, I've been thinking about it. If I do, a lot of the stuff. So I had that whole video that I dumped a ton of time in. You know, that was another like experimental video to see what happens, to see how it feels, how I feel about making the video like that, how I feel about the performance. And I'll be honest, I had a lot of fun making it, but it didn't feel like my time was ever worth it because the amount of time I spent editing that thing, I know based on my channel's previous performance that I could get so much more value out of my time doing something else. And so I don't think that style of content is making a comeback for a long time, if ever. I'm gonna be so real. But the desire has really been hitting me recently to, on these days, whenever I sit down and think, I want to record a video, but don't necessarily know what I want to record, to do one of two things: pull up a Minecraft world that I'm working through and play for like a set amount of time and then upload that as the video, or to log on and start like some new game that will take shorter, like slop horror games or something. Well, that's one that's been on my mind, but genuinely, I don't think I could ever make good video content out of slop horror games because I just don't find them scary. Like, I really just don't, and I'm not going to have much of a reaction to them. Not that I think that's what solely matters whenever it comes to this stuff, because, oh my god, I have seen some of the most awful clips of enjoying horror game content come out of Moist Critical. I have seen that guy sit back and play the videos will have like tons of views. The clips will have tons of views. And it's just a video of him just playing the game like this. And then a jump scare will happen and he'll go, whoa. So that happened. So not that that's necessarily what I think makes the video, but I just can't see myself enjoying slop horror very much. Maybe just as an experiment, I'll try one. It might make it to the channel. It might not. I'll be so honest. There have been some... Did I just say honest? I'll be so honest. So honest. Yeah, 3 a.m. brain. I'll be so honest. There have been some things that I recorded, got into, started... I don't know, like started recording, maybe got to the editing phase, and it just said, yeah, this ain't it. This is not for me. And just deleted it entirely. Stopped the recording, scrapped it all, wasn't going to touch that. So maybe this becomes that. Maybe this becomes that. Who knows? One thing that's really been like on the front of my mind though, is that I never reached my goals whenever it came to the survival stuff that I was going to do. My ultra hardcore series, it never did what it was supposed to do. I mean, it did what it was supposed to do. It was a great starting point for my channel, and it was a great beginning to what I was doing. It really did lead me to where I am right now. It did. It created what I was now. It was the figurehead to bring me to where I am. Thing is though, I was supposed to die. I never did. That series never ended. And I have like so many ideas for what I want to do, but it's hard to sit back and think about how I'm going to make that work with the format of what I want to continue with. For example, a lot of the stuff that I was doing in that world will take 10, 20, 30 hours to finish to a satisfactory point where I feel like, okay, sweet, I'm going to make a video out of it now. So I've been constantly like fighting myself over how to come back to that because I'm not dead. Like, that has an end point. I don't see why I need to keep leaving it on the back burner and never coming back to it. So I'm not necessarily sure what place that has in the realm of like what I'm doing on YouTube, but I do know that I want it to come back and I want to finish. I have dumped like 500 hours into that world, and for what? Like, yeah, I got a lot out of it, but it's not over. It's not done yet. I started the movie and never finished it. It's like, we're not done. So you might see me try and make that return. You might. Will it happen? Maybe. I don't know. One thing that I know for sure will work and I want to try and do is to just find some obscure mod pack. No, I mean, not necessarily obscure. There's tons of mod packs, and there's tons of stuff that comes out on the occasion. For example, Cobblemon. I really want to play through that. It's been on my back burner for so long. The Create mod, like Create Above and Beyond, that mod pack has been at the forefront of my mind for like over a year now, and I just haven't touched it. Like, let me just look up. Hold on. Let me go to what's like Modrinth. This isn't like the place to find the best mods. I'm just gonna give it a look right now. Okay, well maybe Modrinth isn't the place. Maybe Modrinth isn't the place. Also, by the way, I've been saying I'm gonna be so honest so many times this video. I need to cut the heck that out. Let's go to CurseForge. Where do y'all find your mod packs? Where am I supposed to be getting these from now? Okay, yeah, this part of the video is just gonna feel like a compilation. Bear with me as you get a lot of cuts coming in through right now. RL Craft sounds fun. Never actually played through all of that. Prominence sounds fun. Never actually played through all of that. Never played through that, period. Cobblemon's on the list. Homestead sounds fun, whatever that is. Ocean Block 2 sounds fun, whatever that is. Sky Factory 4, I'd love to replay the Sky Factory games. Lucky World Invasion, that looks fun. Even maybe something stupid like the Solo Leveling Reawaken or the Into the Backrooms. Both of those sound fun. I don't think I'd hate playing them, even if it is just for a one-off. Concatenation, whatever this is, I don't know why it has just the standard AI generated whatever logo here. When was this made? Is this AI? What is that? Why is that your logo? This is like the cursed icon right here. I don't know. Maybe I like literally, this is just one I clicked because the icon looked interesting. Maybe I open this. Maybe I touch this. I don't know. Like it's just so easy for me to get a desire to want to play so many mod packs that I know I haven't touched, and this feels like the way it's gonna go. Like, I just open a mod pack and then I start playing through it, and then every time I sit down, Big Chad Guys Plus with Cobblemon? You can't tell me this is not peak. What? Yeah, honestly, something like that. And then even looking at this, right? This is Stardew Valley. Big Chad Guys is Stardew Valley in Minecraft. I want to play Stardew Valley. I want to play Stardew Valley. That could work too. But then, of course, you know, as this is just the Yap Rant video, the other thought comes into my head. I want to make these as YouTube videos, but I also want to stream. So I would probably end up doing them at the same time somewhat. Well, no, I don't. Why am I going here? This is a thought out conclusion. Okay, so sorry. Let me just walk you through the thought process that my brain went. So I use a script to edit my videos somewhat. What it does is it will cut out all of the silence in the video. It's what I have it do is I will record a video like this. I will yap for a very long time, and what I'll do is I'll run the script and I will give it a 1 second padding in between when I start and stop talking. So anytime that there is a period of silence that is outside of the range of 1 second before and 1 second after every time I speak, that gets cut out and automatically like condenses my timeline. So it's really easy just to see when I'm talking. And then so I can edit the video from there, and that gives me a really good like standpoint on how to go about editing the video. It really shrinks down my timeline and how long it'll take. And I've done this before. I've done a similar format for a live stream. It's hell because I yap during the lives, and so it's like a whole bunch of not stuff that's relevant to the video, and I still have to watch through it anyways. But of course, as I said, the thought has already been worked through, and it is as simple as I stream and then I click the record button whenever it's time to record, and then I click stop recording when it's time to stop recording, and that fixes all my issues. I don't know why this is something that keeps popping into my head as an issue. What does keep popping into my head as an issue is that for some unknown reason, I am fairly certain I cannot stream to TikTok and Twitch while recording at the same time. I run into an encoder error every time. I run into an encoder error when I stream, period. I don't know what causes that. It seems that the stream gets delivered fine. I don't know if there's some issue that I don't know about. I've just been running with it because as far as I can tell, I'm still live. I'm yapping. I'm going on a little bit of a rant now. But I think that's like the extent of where the thought process is right now. I've been itching to put gaming back on my channel for a while, and every time I look back at it, every time I look at my channel, I'm like, man, there's a lot of just the same thing on here. It seems to be a lot of just me sitting down and talking about stuff. So yeah, anyways, I want to put some gaming on the channel. I feel like that's a thing that will start happening eventually soon. Me coming forth and sitting down and making this video and saying that I plan on doing it. is going to do a whole lot more towards me getting it done than me sitting back here on the sidelines and saying I should start doing it, because it's really easy for me to not put any solidity to it. I cannot make this video and have the thought, oh yeah, I should really do that, and then have the other thought, oh yeah, that's a good idea, you should do that. And then if I ever end up not doing it, I see no repercussions to it because I never sat down and said, hey, I'm probably going to start thinking about doing this. And like, you know, tell other people. It's like an accountability buddy type thing, except the accountability buddy doesn't exist and isn't going to hold me accountable. It's just the thought that they might hold me accountable that makes me be accountable. Anyways, that's the thought. Yeah, I think I'm gonna about call it there. My throat is absolutely killing me. It is killing me now. It hurts so bad. Thank you for listening to my rant. I'm going to probably fail to sleep. I'm going to be so honest. Y'all might see me back here in another 30 minutes to record another video about something that I just can't get off my mind. All right, I'm going to bed now. Bye.